Well, hello, good Tuesday evening, everybody. Welcome in to 270 weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Sponsored by R&R Controls. Thanks for jumping on. You can see that over here to my left, well, to my right, but your left, we've got the comment section going. Um, and let me just also reiterate that at any time you can become a subscriber to 270 Weather, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, my YouTube channel or my Facebook. So either way, you get in on when I'm going to go live. For instance, you don't have to guess what time I'm going to go live. It'll send you a notification telling you that it's live. And that way you can jump on and not miss anything. And you don't have to go back and watch it later unless you just want to. And something new that's coming around is this super sticker, super chat thing that YouTube's got going. If you just want to support 270 Weather, support me and what I'm doing with this effort, this particular effort, then you can go in on my YouTube channel as you're watching it. And down here in this corner is the subscription button. You just hit that and it takes you there. Or, there's a place where you can do super chat and super this and super that. And they've got all kinds of neat little things that I'm just really learning about. But you can tip me, like if you want to give me a tip, not a tip like a suggestion. I'm talking about like like when you tip a waiter or waitress or tip somebody for doing a good job, you can do that. And it's up to you. It's up to you. There's no set amount. Remember a few weeks ago I said I'm not going to do the paid subscription thing because I just feel like just it's too much. It's too much. But if you want to support me in that way, then you just go to my YouTube channel and you can just send me a tip, send me a super chat, a super sticker. They've got all kinds of things that I'm just now becoming familiar with. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So if you want to do that, I'm just reminding you to do that. And thank you. Thank you, of course, for your support because it does mean a lot and it keeps all of this, all of this going. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about not only the snow that came yesterday for many of you. Some of you didn't get anything, but a lot of folks did. And let's talk about more. Oh, ho, ho. Really? Yeah. There may be some more snow in the near future. We're going to explore all that in just a moment. Right now, for this Tuesday, December 2nd, let's check the numbers for today. The high was just 36. Ugh. I mean, it felt like I needed heated socks, heated underwear. Is there such a thing? Is there heated underwear? I mean, oh, there is? Okay. I need some of that. I need some heated underwear. Well, that's a sound familiar to, well, never mind. Uh, I needed everything heated today. It just it just was the kind of cold that just got into your bones and you just like, "Oh my goodness, I think when I have felt single digit temperatures or below zero wind chills, it has felt warmer then than it did today. Today's 36 was such deep cold that it was awful. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Feel sorry for me. Anyway, 36. Look at that though. 17 degrees colder than it should be. The normal high is 53 right now, and we only made it to 36 thanks to the clouds and the leftovers from the system that came through yesterday that produced the rain, the freezing rain, the sleet, and for some of you, the snow. The low was 28. That's where we landed early this morning. Precipitation, 21 hundredths of an inch of mostly rain here in Bowling Green. But some of that, yes, was snow. About 1/100th of that total was snow, melted down. So you could say 2/10 of an inch of rain, but 1/100th of that total was frozen precipitation, sleet or snow. I know. Yeah, Patricia, you got the right idea here. Patricia, bone chilling. No kidding. Ugh. Now, I will warn you. I will warn you. You see that that 28 for the low? It's going to get colder than that tonight. Here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, it is going to get colder than that tonight. Some of you are going to wake up in the morning to temperatures in the upper teens. And there could be freezing fog. You say, what is freezing fog? Well, I'm going to explain in just a moment. But first, let's give a big shout out to our sponsor, R&R Controls. Now, Barry Conley, his family, and his extended family, which is everybody that works at R&R Controls, they are an extended family ready to service you, ready to take care of you, whether you need heating, cooling, ventilation, automation, and of course, maybe a Generac generator. Because I know I feel like I say this every night that I do this podcast, but let me just reiterate for you. This coming winter, and keep in mind, we're technically not in winter. Winter doesn't begin officially until 3 days before Christmas. We are still technically in fall, and we're going to get down to 19 tonight, and there's more snow in the forecast. At what point are you going to just say, okay, I give in, I give up, I'm going to get me a generator? I'm going to call R&R Controls and have them come out and look at my heat, because I don't think the heat is putting out what it should put out. Well, you know what to do. You know what to do. You can get them at rnrhvac.com. That's the website. You can hit them up on Facebook at R&R Controls, or you can call the number at the top of this graphic, 270, like 270 weather, 270-777-2024. And when you call that number, you're going to get a friendly person on the other end. And let's say, for instance, you're calling about your heating. It needs servicing, or you need preventative maintenance, or you want to inquire about getting a Generac generator, the number one name in generators. And that person on the other end will set you up with somebody, an expert. Keep in mind, R&R Controls has been doing HVAC for over 40 years, based out of Brownsville, Edmonson County. But now they take care of people not only in the 270, but beyond, and in other states. My goodness. And they have been doing stuff for multi-million-dollar homes and businesses. That's how reliable and how reputable they are. 270 777-2024, because with R&R controls, you'll never be without everything you need to stay warm and to keep the power on. That's what they do. It's what they do best. All right, let's get to it. I don't want to take all night here. It's 6:29. I know I've been going long. I feel like it's been going 40, 45, 50 minutes. But we've had a lot to talk about lately. Right now, it's pretty quiet. A look at radar showing that there's nothing going on. I mean, the low clouds are still out there. Let's go up to the Litchfield Hascam and look at the coating of snow. Litchfield, you picked up around 1.5 inches. There's some places there in Grayson County that picked up about 2 inches of snow last night. And then you've had a few flurries today. I love their red, white, and blue water tower that's in Litchfield. It's similar to the one here in Bowling Green, but they've got one too that's unique. I like it. So there's that coating of snow in Litchfield, and you currently at 6:30 have a temperature of 24 with winds from the southwest at 10 miles per hour. So that's producing a wind chill of about 18, 19 or so. Let's go west over to Gage, Kentucky. And there's the temperature of 27. The winds are calm, and they have a light coating of snow in places like Hopkinsville and Mayfield and Murray picked up about 1 inch of snow, in some cases a little more. The better snows that were picked up yesterday were north of us as expected, and further south there was hardly any, just a trace here in Bowling Green. But as you headed up Interstate 65, that's where the better setup for snow was. And look at these numbers now. We're at 28 degrees in Bowling Green and in Glasgow, 27 in Portland, Tennessee. Hopkinsville's at 27, Central City, 27, Madisonville at 26. And we've got some mid-20s now showing up back here in western Kentucky and southern Illinois. 30s still out to the east. But everybody tonight is going to fall, I think, it appears, upper teens and low 20s by tomorrow morning. And then on top of that, I talked about freezing fog. There is such a thing. Now, what that is fog, like you would see, patchy, dense fog, reducing visibility. And all fog is evaporated water. I mean, it's in little water droplets. It's kind of like a mist, but it's water. But here's the thing. With the temperatures being as much below freezing tonight as what we're calling for, like 19, 20, 21, any and all fog is going to freeze on surfaces. Your windshield, a bridge, an overpass, the roadway. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to put a glaze on everything. But in some cases where you've had snowpack, a snow cover, like Litchfield, you saw it, you still have snow on the ground, and the skies begin to clear, that's going to be the perfect setup for fog that freezes. And look at this. Current temperatures, according to the Kentucky Mesonet Network, are already below freezing. 26 at the Corvette plant and at Western's Ag Expo Center here in Warren County. It's 30 in Burkesville, but 27 in Hart County. You've got 24 already up in Litchfield where you saw the snowpack. Now, further north, notice where the better snows were last evening, you are colder than everybody else by a few degrees, not much, but it's enough to make a difference. Yeah, so get ready as skies begin to clear and those clouds break up tonight. Freezing fog. It is a thing, believe it or not. How warm did it get today? 30s, mid 30s. Not much, thanks to the cloud cover. Minimum temperatures today are the current temperatures pretty much. Mid 20s, some upper 20s. Precipitation, last 24 hours. So here we go. This is mostly rain, but some snow is mixed in with these numbers. The highest amounts were over here, like Clinton County, Albany. You picked up over an inch of precipitation. Most of that was just rain, some sleet, and maybe a little snow mixed in. About 4/10 of an inch here in Warren County collectively. And then you just take your pick, half inch or more, especially out to the east. That was the total rainfall. That's everything put together. As far as whether it was sleet, snow, rain, all of it together. Winds currently are out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour here at 6:35 p.m. here on this Tuesday, December 2nd. All right, let's go on to the maps because I want to show you what's coming. Now, here is the departing system. Here is high pressure that's building in already. And that's what's going to clear out our skies tonight. But as soon as that happens, look at this. This is the fog that is going to develop over the area, not just here, but parts of Illinois, Indiana, where that snowpack is, even down into Tennessee. High pressure will be sitting right over the top of us, helping to dry things out, at least dry it out away, get the scour out the clouds, so that when the sky's clear and all that cold air and snowpack, it's going to form fog, and in this case, freezing fog that you may have to deal with in the morning with slick spots. Here we go, 6 a.m., still some patchy fog in the area. Here is noontime on Wednesday, and really we're going to see clouds and sunshine. We will see the sun come out tomorrow. It may not be all day, but at least we'll see some. High temperature right about 40 after starting in the upper teens to around 20 early in the morning with the freezing fog. Now here we go, 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. High pressure still in control, but here comes the next in a series of cold fronts, clipper systems. These are those really fast moving cold fronts attached to a low pressure system. They usually come out of Canada. They have in tow a little bit of moisture, but a lot of cold air. So each time one of these passes through, we're likely to get not only reinforcement of the cold air, but also some of these little clipper systems will have a little bit of moisture, enough to, if temperatures are warm enough, to produce rain, but then we could have a mixed precipitation bag again, like we had last night in some places. And let's see when that's going to be. So here comes that system. This is 6 p.m. Wednesday. Here is 6 a.m. Thursday. The front begins to fall apart, and there might be on Thursday just a very small chance of some light rain, maybe going over to a brief period of snow on Thursday night. And here's why. That little system helps establish more cold air, but by Thursday evening, we have overrunning moisture coming in from the south. Why? Because there's a system in the Gulf, and there it is. And it's going to send that moisture surging north. Now, most of it will be rain and even some thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. But where we are, notice it'll hit some of that established colder air, and that's when we could see maybe some rain mixed with snow or sleet. This would be Thursday evening. It's not going to be much. It'll be just like what we had yesterday or even less. Now, as we get into Friday morning, that moisture and that cold air will keep a little bit of a mix going, but then it should change back to rain as temperatures get above freezing and into the low 40s on Friday. Now, I will say, there's Christmas parades this weekend. Friday night, there's one in Smiths Grove that I usually go to, and I'll be there. And I think that for the most part, you should be fine. So those of you that are watching from Smiths Grove that have anything to do with the Christmas parade there, we're going to be there. I think you're going to be fine. There may be a little bit of light rain or occasionally a little mix put into it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to, um, impact travel. I think we're going to be okay. At least that's the way it looks right now. So here we go. 6 a.m. Saturday, that feature is gone, and Saturday is the biggest day in the state of Kentucky for Christmas parades, specifically here in the 270 Bowling Green, Southern Kentucky. We've got Bowling Green early in the day, 9:30, downtown. Then you've got Horse Cave, Cave City, Munfordville, let's see, Morgantown, Scottsville. I'm not sure about Franklin. But then the big one, the biggest one really in the state of Kentucky is Glasgow. Glasgow's Christmas parade at 6:30 Saturday night. There may be a little precipitation around, but by Sunday morning, you can see it's all gone. But here comes another in the series of these little clipper systems, fast-moving cold fronts. This one tries to hang up just a little because of this high pressure out to the east of it. But as far as Sunday, I think it's going to be a fairly quiet day. As we get into Monday, there's a little piece of energy you see there, stretching this little disturbance. Maybe down into Tennessee, there could be some light rain showers. And then into Tuesday, look, it just keeps happening. And why does it keep happening? Because as I told you earlier, and I've told you several times before tonight, we are in a far different pattern than we've been in recent years in regards to the frequency of cold air and winter type precipitation modes. Not just a chilly rain, but mixed precipitation or snow. But again, I'm going to say, what I'm going to say next. You cannot overhype this. The hypesters have been shot down many, many times here recently because nothing that they've hyped up has verified at all. And the other thing I'm going to say is, where we are in Kentucky, due north of, somebody said it, the Gulf. And because of that, we're always going to be on the fence. I heard somebody say it. So to have a big piling up snow is very hard for us to do. So when somebody is hyping it up that we're going to get this big snow, no, most times it's a no. We get a little something, maybe a mix, yes. But it takes a lot of organization and every piece of the puzzle falling into place to make a big snow happen in Kentucky. It's just because of where we are. We're not Minnesota. We're not Michigan. We're not the Dakotas. We're not Wisconsin or New York or New England. We're Kentucky. And it's way down here, north of the Gulf. And that's why we sit on that fence all the time. So let's look at the European model. And as we go through tonight, tomorrow, you can watch these little pieces of energy get going, and then these little clippers coming in from Canada each time that happens. We're just on the fence. That dark blue line is the fence between the coldest air and the warmer air. And each time a little piece of energy comes in, here's that southern stream system on Friday that's close enough to maybe produce some light rain or a mix. Now we go into Saturday. Things look pretty quiet. I think we're going to get by Saturday without any problems as far as precipitation. Now we're moving into Sunday, and here comes a chance of light snow again. See it here. That is all light snow, most of it anyway. Then, as we get into next Monday, the 8th, notice the trough as it sits right over Kentucky, much of the Ohio Valley and the Tennessee Valley. Anything can happen in those troughs, but the thing that it does reiterate is cold air. And here we go with another piece of energy. This is next Tuesday, a week from today, and another. And look, they just keep coming. Here comes another one. Look at that. Boom. This is next Thursday, the 11th. And look, here comes another one. Oh my goodness. I mean, just rapid fire, system after system after system. Each one of those, when the atmosphere is moist and we've got enough cold air, anything can happen. And look at these numbers. Here's your model blender. We're talking well below normal for this time of the year for high temperatures. This day right here, see that next Wednesday, the 10th, that 52? That's where we're supposed to be for a high temperature right now. But that's the only day out of the next 10 days that we're even going to be at that number. We're certainly not going to be over that number. And look, every single day, except for that one, is below normal. Not just daytime, but look at the lows. Now, 19 tonight. Therefore, when the fog forms, freezing fog. Then we go 41 tomorrow, then down to 25. But look at all those 20s and low 30s for the most part. Still every single night here, except next Tuesday night and Wednesday night will be below freezing. It's crazy, I know, but this is the pattern that we're in, and I don't see any signs of it changing. It's just what it is. So I see plenty of opportunity in the coming week, week and a half, 2 weeks, that each one of those systems, as they come in, will give us a better opportunity to get some snow. But again, remember the fence, and we just kind of teeter-totter the fence always, pretty much always, with every system. We're going to be right there where, well, it's just a little too warm to snow, so you're going to get this little mix of precipitation. Or you get cold, enough cold to where it's just a cold rain instead of a snow, depending on how deep that cold air is. Does it go this deep, or is it just very shallow? See, that makes all the difference in the world. as to what precipitation type we end up with. And most of the time, we are going to be on the fence. And as you've seen, the last 2, 3 systems that we've had, every time I've said, don't look at this as a big deal. It's going to be a nuisance. It's going to be a nothing burger. And every single time it's been that. How do I know this? Because I've seen it happen too much. We do not sit in a prone, perfect area to get big snows. And despite what your memory tells you, oh, it used to snow a lot when I was a kid, it didn't snow as much as you think when you were a kid. Yes, we had some big snows, but the pattern was different. This year, the pattern is even more different, but in this way that it's a pattern in which we could see more of those kind of snows. When everything comes together, but it's got to come together. If it doesn't, it's not going to happen. Charles, it's amazing how all the other YouTube weather guys try to scare everyone with worst case possible weather. Glad we have you. Well, thank you. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. That really means a lot. It does, because I was going to say I try hard to get it right, but really I try hard not to hype. Try hard not to bloviate or just throw up these graphics that get attention. And that's all it's about. You know it is. Kachina, Franklin Simpson Parade Saturday at 5. Thank you. I thought Franklin was this coming Saturday. So thank you. I don't know that I'll make it to that one. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Columbia. Lonnie, thank you. Columbia, Adair County. I used to go to that one a lot, but some of the times of other parades changed to where I couldn't make that one. Like, I have to be at the one in Glasgow because I'm actually emceeing the parade along with Kelly McKay of WHHT. And we're going to broadcast it live as we have the last 2 years on WNKY NBC 40. That's right. You can watch the Glasgow Parade this Saturday night live at 6:30 on NBC 40. And I will be, along with Kelly, your hosts, the narrators or color play-by-play, however, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's this weekend and we'll have it live. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Chris Allen, I have a question. Estel Canary. Okay. Estel, do you have where's your question? Let me see if I can find it. If you can get it in real quick, I'll try to answer it for you. Just need, okay. Tompkinsville. All right. Here's some other. Okay, Peggy, Tompkinsville Parade is Thursday night because of ball game Friday night. Hey, you can't get in the way of the ball games. Now, let me tell you, because we're about to wrap those up, so that's critical. But thank you. T-ville, I've been to your parade several times through the years. Park City. Here's Andrew. Park City, Saturday morning, not sure the time. I want to say it's either 9 or 10. I know the Horse Cave, Cave City, Park City, the Caverna area, it's always around 10 o'clock or so. So, yeah. But anyway. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything else. So I'm going to leave it there. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I've only gone 36 minutes. 36 minutes instead of 48 or 50. So anyway, again, I appreciate your support. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching me on my YouTube channel, that little red subscribe button. Get in there, and then you can send me tips, you can send me super chat, you can send me all this kind of stuff where if you just want to support me, support what I'm doing, and keep the 270 Weather Channel running and expanding, because I'm always in need of equipment. I'm trying to get some of those has cams like up in Litchfield. I'm trying to get some of those cameras going. So that would help pay for that if you guys um, can help me out. Oh, here's one more. Cody Mooneyhan, Litchfield Parade is Saturday at 3. All right. I may try to make it up there. I don't know that I can, but I'm going to try. The ones in between Bowling Green in the morning and Glasgow in the evening, I know there's a bunch. I may try to sneak in one of those. In the meantime, have yourselves a great Tuesday evening. I'll see you in the morning. News 40 Sunrise at 6 a.m. on both CBS and NBC 40, then again at 9 a.m. and again at noon. And I'll be back here with 270 Weather tomorrow evening right here. God bless you.